Welcome back, guys. I'm Zleven, and this is Alpha Protocol on the PS3. Last we left off, I was escaping, and I'm still doing that, so let's get started. Reached another checkpoint, and I'm gonna crouch my way to victory. So you can take cover, you know, kind of like, what was that game? Uncharted? Although Uncharted 1 and 2 had way better cover mechanics than this game has. But it has its uses. So whenever you take cover, enemies definitely cannot see you. Although there are some instances where they see you and you're like, what the hell? It's just one of those things in this game. There's my first weapon.
It's on.
And there's some bullets. See if I can get this other sucker. Okay, maybe not.
There you are, Mike. Gotcha.
Okay, I was already discovered. Jeez. And I thought I was good. So as you can see, I'm using martial arts to beat these guys in the face. Nice, I already got him. So, I'm trying to think what would be the best way to cheat. Oh, you can't go back. Okay, that sucks. But at least I found some bullets. I was going to try and turn off the alarm panel from the back area. Actually, it's right here. I'm sorry. Well, the good thing about this is that there's more experience. Alright, so let's move on with our lives. Don't do it like I did it just now.
Watch out for cameras. If they spot you or you destroy them, they'll sound an alarm.
I do like how they did the cameras in this. It has like kind of like a Metal Gear feel. So you can see the little green area, and there are ways to, you know, basically walk through cameras, but you have to have certain skills. If you don't have it, then just avoid it. And you can use, obviously, going underneath going in his blind spot is a nice tactic, basically. Damn! That's gotta hurt, dude. Right in the neck. Alright, so go to our next area.
Almost gave me the slip. Now we got you.
Huh. And this is the second tutorial. This is basically how you lockpick. This actually is pretty... I don't know. I think it's close to the real thing. Not saying that I have experience with that, but it's not easy. It's actually a little difficult if you don't have steady hands. So basically, you're using your left hand to levitate the L2 trigger, and then you're pressing R2 right when it gets in the middle of that thing, just like the tutorial shows. So let's do this. And obviously, another trick that you can use to get that correct is when you're doing it, the little circle thing on the right, when it lights up, that's how you know you can press the button. Cutscene.
Any sign of our new arrival?
No sign of him yet.
Careful, Mike. Truck coming in. And guards at the exit. Try to stay out of sight if you can.
Okay, so now you get the first taste of one of our special abilities. If you press the left directional button, you can ready the special ability. And right now, it's already clicked on awareness. So when you press L1, you can see where all the enemies are in the room and which way they're facing. Blue means that, you know, they're not thinking of anything. Yellow means they're cautious, and red means they're looking for your ass. So, once you get higher levels in special skills, then, you know, skills like awareness will last longer, and some skills even don't even need to be activated. They'll always be on, so that's helpful. It just depends on what you want to specialize in. And I'm gonna try and use cover so I don't get seen by this guy. Your clothing and armor does affect how much sound you make when you're moving around. So that's another thing that you got to take into consideration if you want to be some like stealth, you know, supreme mofo. And actually, if you're deciding to walk over people or walk around them, it's always good to be crouched because you make less noise. Sometimes the guys that you're trying to avoid will discover the other body, and then they'll start coming to look for you. So I'm going to hurry up and try and get to the next area. In this area right here, sometimes I've had some issues with getting this guy to, you know, come over here. You can go inside this room, but he'll see you, and there's also a camera. So if he sees you, the two guys at the bottom will come up. There's actually a panel right there for the last tutorial on how to hack computers. So let's see if I can get him. Come on, buddy. What the hell? Tranquilizer for the win. Alright, so now that he's out, I'm going to show you the really, really crappy tutorial on how to hack computers in this game. When you first look at it, it's kind of confusing, but don't let it confuse you. It's basically, you move the left trigger, you find the number that's standing still, and then you press the L2 button. And then for the right side, you use the right trigger, find the numbers and letters that are standing still, and then you press R2. That's basically how you do it. The easiest way that I found to do it, if you have good eyes, you can kind of, you know, move back in your chair, sit back, and you should be able to see the number standing still. Or if you have really bad eyes, get really close to the TV. But don't do that. That's still bad for your eyes. So I'm going to try and do this without failing. Alright, so the 4-4. Well, I found the 1-1. And the 4-4 is right there.
End of the line, Mike. Give it up.
The last thing that I need to do is be really greedy and get this money. And that is pretty much it.
All right, Mike, that's enough.
That's enough? I think that's my line. What the hell's going on? Why did you drug me?
We need to keep the location of this facility confidential, especially if you got kidnapped and questioned.
You mean like now? Real friendly welcome to a new recruit.
We're not in the business of making friends. Judging from your dossier, neither are you.
Let me guess. You're not done hazing me yet.
Yep. I'm gonna ask you some questions, run you through some more tests, then you and I can talk. Face to face. That make you feel better?
I'm ready. What tests?
Not a physical, if that's what you're thinking.
No, I figured that was all done while I was unconscious.
And then some. We ran your blood work, checked your vitals. You seem healthy. Just one thing we should check. Your psych profile. I've been reading and rereading your dossier. Your file makes you seem more like a tourist than an agent. Your passport must have been stamped twice over.
The stamps are just for show. I can't confirm or deny I was ever in any of those places. Nor were there any witnesses.
Well, I hope you like going where it's hot. And I'm not talking about hell, but someplace close to it.
I thought I was already there.
Spoken like a man who doesn't care about his career. Good. If you gain more experience in the field, you may want to specialize further. But we can leave that until you've got some missions under your belt. That's it. Now I'm going to let you out of the pen here and meet the rest of the crew.
There's more of you?
I'm unique. So's the rest of the staff. They all have their little quirks, but that's what makes them perfect for the job. They'll be running you through the basics of weapons, gadgets, and espionage tactics. When you're cleared on the basics, come find me for your assignment. I won't lie to you, Mike. It's a big one and dangerous, but I think you're the man for the job. Make the rounds. I'll see you soon.